Namaste, yoga teachers, yoga lovers, yoga queens. Today we're talking about your relationship with yourself. This is the most important relationship in the entire world. Why? Because your relationship with yourself affects the relationships you have with others, the relationships you have with things. Like, how old am I? Let's say 20 years ago, 10 years ago, a decade ago, I had a toxic relationship with myself. I literally did not like being in my body. My body, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, even before then, like maybe 15 years ago as well, I didn't like myself. I did things, I self-sabotaged, I was in an abusive relationship with myself. I was in a toxic relationship with myself that showed up in my relationships with other people. And I talk about that a lot in my first book. Where is it? No, it's hung up somewhere. In my first, I actually did put it on the wall. I talk about my toxic relationship, my abusive relationship with myself in my first book, Yoga Best Life, which really is a chakra for beginners and self-exploration book. I found that through my yoga, like on the mat, I got to rediscover, like, yes, hello to my feet, my limbs, my breath experience. And I noticed that from that and really studying yoga and being intentional and all of the 8 limbs and taking in those things allowed me to start to change the way that I dealt with myself, changed the relationship, the way that I saw myself. And that's what helped me to change my relationship. That's what helped me to really focus on what it meant to be Alicia. And when I could focus on what it meant to be Alicia, I could make myself happy. Like, I can be okay on a day where, I just happen to be chilling by myself. If I'm spending time with me, I don't have to always have somebody smile at me to make sure that I'm okay. I don't have to be pleasing somebody and, I'm not dependent on that person to make me happy, make me mad, make me sad. I don't live that life anymore because I was very dependent on that type of energy in the past. Like, literally, these are some of the signs that stood out. Like, I never picked a place where we went to eat. It was always, it's whatever you want. I, was easy to bend over backwards. I was doing all those things. And it's not that I don't bend over backwards for my husband. I just do it in a way that feels good to me. So my now husband, because I spent time learning myself, I was able to, right when we started dating, I taught him my boundaries, and he was glad to know that I had them, because then he knows that wherever I let him go, I'm letting him go intentionally. And I can choose how other people treat me. I don't have to let people treat me any type of way. That's very reassuring to our significant others, but that's not why we do it. Taking care of yourself, being sovereign, being the queen of your own body is important in how, I love me. When I listen to a love song, yes, these days I think about my husband, but when I was really getting over my second abusive relationship, where I was just wow, I thought it was just all him, I put it on him, even though I wasn't getting out of that situation. And after the second one, I was like, well, the common denominator is me. So I have to change. And that's really what woke me up. It was okay, I gotta change from inside. I can't just, buy some new clothes and be okay. I can't just, go on a trip and now everything's hunky-dory. actually have to create change from within. And so no matter what you're going through, whatever you're working on, I invite you to create that change, because when you do love yourself and you're happy with yourself, then you get to promote that in the community around you. So I'm going to leave it there and keep this video real short. If you felt moved by that and you want to make a change in your life, I welcome you to continue a yoga practice. If you want to join the Yogaverse, we do have opportunities for you to hop in and be a part of the Yogaverse. So keep an eye out for those opportunities. If you are looking to become a teacher and you want to go into those things, you don't have to be an expert to teach yoga. You don't have to be an expert to study yoga. You're welcome to study it wherever you are right now. You are ready. So if you're ready to apply to the Yoga Queen Academy, click the link in the caption, and I will see you in the next video. Y'all know the mission: world peace through inner peace. Namaste.